From the Council of Agriculture statistics, we can see that agricultural disaster assistance has been increasing in significant amounts over the years. This shows that natural disasters have not only taken place in the eastern part of Taiwan, but also occur all over the country, greatly impacting the domestic agriculture industry. In the face of such natural disasters in the past, we only provided agricultural disaster assistance to around 20 to 25% of the farmers who suffered damages and losses due to natural disasters. Despite the fact that we have made some revisions this year in an attempt to provide farmers with even more agricultural disaster assistance, the national resources are still insufficient to support any higher levels of agricultural disaster assistance. As different weather conditions can be observed over the course of a year in Taiwan, many farmers rely on the weather to make a living. I personally believe that we should break away from this old habit of relying on weather. This has nothing to do with risk transfer, but rather a way for farmers and the government to work together to share different risks. We hope that by promoting agriculture insurance, farmers would understand that different crops they grow, including aquaculture, encounter certain periodic cycles each year. Some very obvious and others less so. First, this graphic shows the stats of local agricultural damages and losses that have resulted from natural disasters over the past decade. Over the past several years, a natural disaster has occurred once every 3 to 4 years. However, recently from 2015 to 2016, especially 2016, the local agriculture industry saw total damages and losses of 35.5 billion NT dollars. So how does 35.5 billion NT dollars compare? Over the past 10 years, we've had average damages and losses of 12.6 billion NT dollars. However, the figure was 35.5 billion in 2016, which is nearly triple the average amount. The red line here indicates the agricultural disaster assistance from the government, which remains at a relatively low level when compared to the same figures in the past. However, from 2015 to 16, a budget overrun took place, where total expenditure exceeded our budget by a large amount. Through observing the weather changes of the past 3 years, we can predict that Taiwan will be even more vulnerable to extreme weather in the future. At present, we are promoting development of a multifaceted project, including agribusiness like animal husbandry. Since animal husbandry requires specific facilities and concentrated capital, the risk factor is also higher. However, since animal husbandry involves fixed facilities to raise animals, we also provide animal husbandry insurance this year, particularly in resolving the bird flu epidemic of the past few years. Despite the fact that, in general, farm products often involve rice in Taiwan, we still hope that we can cover a wider range of products so that all farmers could take part in this program. This year, we included Atamoya, the fruit hybrid. We are pushing the envelope on deciding whether or not to cover all farm products. Of course, by regulating production seasons, relevant technologies, and crop species, the COA has 2 major directions for extreme weather adjustment. First, everyone should share the risk together by lobbying the government to pass laws, regulations, and policies related to agriculture insurance. Second, everyone should reinforce various agriculture facilities by enhancing different crop species and overall management to deal with extreme weather. To sum up, there are 2 major directions for us to take, which can be separated into technological adjustment or risk adjustment. Agricultural insurance is a very special type of insurance in the insurance industry, since it often involves higher risks than other types of insurance. Whenever a natural disaster occurs, a large amount of damages and losses will be incurred by the farmer's land or personal finances. In the past, farmers could hardly afford such significant damage or losses resulting from natural disasters. To this end, we can observe some predicaments other countries face when promoting agricultural insurance. Firstly, the farmers' demand for agricultural insurance is rather low, due to the fact that agricultural insurance often involves natural disasters with high frequency. The agricultural insurance premiums are not easy to afford and are always much higher than those of other types of insurance. Since the income of farmers is relatively low, they can hardly afford to pay such high agricultural insurance premiums. Secondly, agricultural insurance concepts among local farmers should be progressively formulated together by the government, insurance companies, and society. Basically, each country faces an insufficient demand in the initial stages of promoting agricultural insurance. In terms of agricultural insurance, an insurance company is less likely to understand or possess the relevant experience in agricultural insurance due to the diverse crop species and the complicated biological conditions. This is the main reason why insurance companies are less likely to enter the agricultural insurance business, while the government promotes insurance in the initial stages. To sum up, one commonly faces two problems when first promoting agricultural insurance. The first is an insufficient demand among local farmers. The second is an insufficient supply among insurance companies. Now, we have several clear directions in mind, including the Youth Farmer Training Program and the Farmers' Academies promoted by agricultural improvement stations. These are all done to instill in everyone that we should do away with the old concept of relying on the weather to make a living. Under the joint effort of the Taiwan Agricultural Research Institute and NCDR, a complete serial platform was established to provide farmers with useful information each year. Examples include the exact time for fishermen to release juveniles into the fish pond, the exact time for farmers to grow specific crops, or a forecast of market and weather conditions several months into the future, so that the farmers are better able to take precautionary measures in advance, instead of having their crops destroyed in a strong typhoon after devoting so much time and effort in cultivation. With advanced technologies and precise weather forecasting, we are able to establish a platform that provides farmers with a wide variety of forecast information. Aside from weather conditions, farmers are also faced with market conditions. Therefore, we must make a serial connection among production and marketing, weather forecasts and crop information, to establish a common platform for both fishermen and farmers to make use of. This has become the most essential area in the future development of smart agriculture. As for other areas, we've promoted technological concepts and farm products in each district. In general, we've tried to communicate with local farmers on these issues. I personally believe that older farmers will gradually understand our good intentions, while younger ones are able to get on track more quickly. With great potential at this current stage and risk control in the future, we will provide major directions for agricultural transitioning in the days to come. Firstly, we always go on site to promote the agricultural insurance-related measures and benefits to farmers during each symposium. Secondly, we have organized a total of 58 educational campaigns along with farmer symposiums in major crop production areas. Thirdly, and most importantly, other countries have received great support and involvement from government agencies when promoting agricultural insurance. So where's concrete evidence of this? In fact, it's reflected in government subsidies for agricultural insurance. Government subsidies in each country are basically maintained above 50%. In other words, the government has helped farmers pay over 50% of their agricultural insurance to reduce their burden. First, we have organized several general education courses at the Farmers' Academies and agricultural improvement stations. We've also asked insurance company representatives to join these courses so they can better understand agricultural insurance policies. Secondly, before an insurance policy is issued, we will guide the insurance company to take part in the Farmers and Expert Symposiums held in major crop production areas. In the Farmers Symposium, we're able to understand farmers' needs, while in the Expert Symposium, we're able to collect agricultural information and relevant statistics, along with some advice for the insurance company. After the insurance policy is issued, we'll guide the insurance company to visit agricultural improvement stations or farmers' associations to communicate with farmers face-to-face. This way, we can learn if farmers have any opinions or suggestions for improving the premiums and conditions of the insurance policies. Through frequent communication with experts and farmers, we're able to understand their needs, while indirectly helping the insurance company develop policies that meet farmers' needs. In this age of big data, we're able to establish a cloud system by uploading a wide variety of data related to the agricultural industry. Through accessing this cloud system, insurance companies are able to understand agricultural data and risk factors. I believe that during the course of product development, a wide variety of information will be collected. For example, since there have been many large-scale natural disasters occurring in recent years, we've conducted several large-scale site surveys in affected areas. Besides data from site surveys, other data also includes disaster relief, crop damage, typhoon frequencies, and heavy rain intensity throughout the year. By collecting relevant data throughout the year, we can establish certain trends, which are a crucial foundation for us to establish a database. We hope that through these measures jointly developed by different parties, various insurance companies from different fields will be interested. Since there are many general farmers' associations in Taiwan, credit departments are also a unit that can join the ranks. To this end, our agricultural insurance policies can be undertaken by many different parties. To get familiar with or perform value-added applications with this information, we must build a platform based on the open data published by the government agencies. I believe that the barrier to entry will become much lower in the future to make it easier for insurance companies to gain access to our professional domain of the agricultural industry. At present, we have set internal and external objectives. We hope that by next year, we are able to lobby the government to pass laws and regulations for agricultural insurance. Only then can we obtain political resources, relevant tools, and a clear direction for farmers and fishermen. Originally, our objective was to achieve a coverage rate of 20% by the end of 2020. Since we have put rice in the last sequence, coupled with the trial results this year, I personally believe that we can achieve a coverage rate of 20% by the end of 2020. For each project, we hope that we can set a reasonable objective that we are able to achieve, which is my ideal. We hope that for farmers who have special agricultural expertise, especially young farmers, we're able to achieve a coverage rate of 100%. As for this 100%, it simply means we hope that each farmer is able to receive full systematic service throughout the course of his or her hard work and business operations. Among several industrial consultations recently, we have observed that farmers who take part in this agricultural insurance program experienced great improvement in terms of management strategies and product qualities. I personally believe that by inviting people from different walks of life or our staff to take part in the policy, we're able to come up with an ideal financial plan or risk control during the course of our careers. In the past, the agricultural industry was able to coexist with nature harmoniously within different environments throughout the year. Despite the fact that we're facing more extreme weather at present, we have built many agricultural facilities and regulating technologies for precision agriculture. To this end, we're able to reduce some external risks, including weather conditions, to a minimum. This way, we're able to take agriculture to an optimal level so that each farming family is able to have a higher income. And this is the most important objective for us in promoting this policy.